Hey everyone, I'm Alex VN. This video is going to be about the keyboard I have right here, the Keychron K1 Wireless Mechanical Keyboard. I absolutely love this keyboard. I've been using it over the last few weeks, and it's actually kind of hard to find. It's been kind of like sold out on Keychron's website for quite a while now. I managed to get one by getting on their waiting list. So got an email, purchased it, and just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the keyboard and kind of give a rundown of some of the features. And maybe if you're in the market for a better keyboard than what you're currently using, this may be the keyboard for you. So I'll just get right into it. The Keychron K1 Wireless Keyboard, so it's a Bluetooth keyboard. This is the RGB version of the keyboard, and it is low profile. So if you look at the way the keyboard is here, it's a low profile keyboard, so it's not super thick, it's very thin, which is great, especially if you're not going to be using a wrist rest with the keyboard, because it allows you to do that. Most mechanical keyboards you'll find are really thick on the bottom, and so they create sort of this like situation where you're having to you have to have a wrist rest, otherwise your wrists are sort of like, you have to be typing with your wrists elevated, sort of like holding your wrists up like that, and it's just not comfortable at all. So I've found personally low profile mechanical keyboards are excellent because they give you the tactile feel and the key travel of a mechanical keyboard without having to have a wrist rest or elevate your wrists sort of while you're typing. So these are great. And this one especially I think is superb given its price point. This keyboard retails for $99 on Keychron's website, and I really think that's really a bargain if you compare this to other wireless mechanical keyboards that are low profile that are out there. There really aren't many low profile mechanical keyboards, so the fact that this one's only $100 I think is really a steal. And it also includes RGB lighting as well, so that's really a great, that's really one of its strong suits. As you can see here, the low profile. These are some of the different settings. All right, you can tap it here, get different settings there. It's awesome the level of RGB, like different options they have. The RGB looks great in dim lighting, as I'll show you later in this video. Yeah, it just looks really great. The different keyboard setting options that they have. They have all colors here. They've got also a clear setting if you want something that's more professional looking. And then they've got this is kind of like the keys light up, but then kind of just lingers there. Got like a cycle setting as well, where it cycles through each. This is probably my favorite. It just cycles through solid, different cycles of colors. So that's awesome. So I'll just run through the things I love about this keyboard quickly. So the typing experience is amazing, I would say, because I personally at work typically use ergonomic keyboards. That's really sort of what I've been using for many years. I've been using the Microsoft Sculpt. I've used that for many years at work and at home. And I kind of just got tired of like the key travel on that keyboard. And the fact that on the Microsoft Sculpt you have a numpad that's completely cut off and separate from the keyboard. I sort of just got tired of having that separate numpad. I like having the numpad connected to the keyboard. So the typing experience is really great. This version is the brown switch, brown tactile switch. So, and I found it to be great. If you can kind of hear a little bit of the typing experience like this. It's not too bad, honestly. I think this is totally suitable for an office setting, and the typing experience is great. Like, the key travel is so nice, and like I said, because this is low profile and it also has kind of a slight, I don't know if you guys can see, it has kind of a slight slant to it. You don't have to use a wrist rest with this keyboard. So if you're using an ergonomic keyboard right now and you want to switch to something that doesn't have to have like a fat wrist rest and you're like able to save some desk space that way, I think definitely this is certainly an option for you. If you just like mechanical keyboards in general, I think this is probably the option to go with, because you're getting the great key travel, and you don't have to use a wrist rest or anything, or like raise your wrists up high. And who wants a fat mechanical keyboard on their desk anyway? It's just like, if you can save space, why not do it, you know? They also have, Keychron also offers a linear switch version of this that is, from what I've heard, is quieter. And they also offer a clicky switch version. So I think the tactile is probably the best if you're gonna, just for everyday use, and you don't want so much noise when you're typing. And if you're gonna use it for the office, definitely go with, I would say, tactile, and linear if you want it really, really quiet. So yeah, and this is a Bluetooth keyboard, and it's got a USB-C connection here at the top that you can use to charge it. But other than that, it's Bluetooth, so you can use it for the office just fine. You can probably use it for gaming, but the Bluetooth might be a little higher latency than some of the gaming keyboards that are out there. So I don't know if I would recommend using it for gaming, but I mean, just depends, I guess, on how much of a hardcore sort of gamer you are. I personally would, like, it's fine. But I just love the color options here. And then it also comes with swappable keys, like option and command keys for Mac as well. If you're looking to use it on a Mac, even though Windows is way better, you can also use it on a Mac if you really need to. If you use a lot of Excel, I love the numpad on this thing. So like, definitely if you use a lot of Excel at work or PowerPoint, like, this thing's killer for typing and for inputting numbers and just navigating Excel and Office. So highly, highly recommend this keyboard for anyone that's in the market for a mechanical keyboard. Just to give you kind of a sense, like, the other low profile keyboard that I have is the Logitech G915. That keyboard's a lot flashier looking, sort of more of like a gamer type keyboard. That keyboard retails for like $200 or more, depending on the version that you get. I think the 10 key version is like $250. So this keyboard at $100 is an absolute steal, which is why it's been sold out on the Keychron website for so long. So definitely check this keyboard out. It also comes with a gray escape key instead of this orange escape key. If you want something that's more subtle, that's not going to be so flashy. What I love about this keyboard too is it's extremely versatile. So you can use this at home, you can have the option to have the RGB, or you can use it at the office and not have any lighting, or just have the white backlighting. And even with the orange escape key, like, it's still pretty subtle. Like, this is a pretty subtle keyboard. And, you know, if you swapped out the escape key, it'd be super, like, just total stealth mode with this thing. You'd just be total stealth mode, and you'd just be, like, plugging away super efficiently and productively with this thing. And comfortably. Like, these low profile ones, like the Magic, these like really shallow travel keyboards, like the Magic keyboard or like the the Logitech MX keys, the travel on the keys is so shallow, it almost hurts your fingers. Like, it feels like you're tapping a table and it's just like bam. Like, it hurts your fingers when you type on it. This thing doesn't. Like, it's you got a nice amount of travel, and it's just like super chill in the typing experience, and it's just like nice travel, and it's smooth, and the keys have like a nice grip to them. Like, the plastic feels nice. I don't know if it's PBT, but I think they've got a nice sort of like they've got a nice sort of they're not a glossy sort of like slippery coating. It's got a nice little grippy coating to it, which is cool. So highly recommend this keyboard for anyone that's in the market for any keyboard at all, or if you do love mechanical keyboards especially. Like, this thing crushes it. I think if you want something that's comfortable and that's also enjoyable to type on, I think this definitely is better than anything you can get, like in terms of like an ergonomic keyboard. Like, this will beat an ergonomic keyboard, I think, personally, just because it's super comfortable. You don't need a fat wrist rest, personally. You just don't, because it's low profile, so you just can just have your wrist resting and do this, right? You can just have your wrist resting and do that. My wrists don't hurt at all, right? Very little of this with my wrists. Like, my wrists are barely reaching up. Whereas with a normal mechanical keyboard, you're like this. You're like that, basically. Like, this is, yeah, like, totally don't need a wrist rest with this. Like, and the fact that the keys have so much travel, you're going to, like, it's gonna feel comfortable when you're typing, not like you're banging your fingers. So, all right, guys, highly recommend this keyboard. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have this keyboard, let me know your thoughts on how you like it, or if you're thinking about buying one, let me know as well. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below, and please subscribe as well. I've got like a variety of videos coming of like tech stuff and some other stuff as well. So definitely subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.